It's a move that has enraged Palestinians. Now it's drawn strong criticism from Washington. As Condoleeza Rice arrives in the region for a high-level visit, the issue of Israeli settlements is threatening to cause a rift between the two countries. The US Secretary of State is here to revive the stalled Middle East talks, and she says she'll raise the matter with every top Israeli official, including the Prime Minister himself. Well, it's settlements like these which are the problem, and they are the main stumbling blocks to any agreement between Israelis and Palestinians. Since the Annapolis conference in November, Israel has approved the construction of 7,974 new homes. Well, in a moment, we'll speak to David Chater at a settlement in Har Homa. First, this report from Dan Nolan.
With the clock ticking on George Bush's time as US President, his Secretary of State arrives in the Middle East yet again. It's Condoleeza Rice's sixth trip to the region this year, and each has brought a gradual increase in pressure on Israel to stop building new settlements in the occupied West Bank.
I'm very concerned that at a time when we need to build confidence between the parties, the continued building and the settlement activity has the potential to harm the negotiations going forward.
The latest announcement that 1,900 new homes will be built in a settlement in Ramat Shlomo is part of the problem. It is located on land in the West Bank, captured by Israel in the 1967 war, and considered by the government to be within the Israeli municipal boundaries. Palestinian negotiators say continued expansion will destroy any hope of moving towards a peace process that the US administration wants to achieve by the end of the year. The location of new Israeli settlements is one of the most contentious issues and creates huge tension between the two sides. On Condoleeza Rice's last visit to the region 6 weeks ago, she said she appreciated the difficulties new settlements cause.
But I understand that the settlements are a problem. That's why in American policy it has been called out as particularly problematic for the atmosphere of trust that is needed to move forward on a whole host of issues.
On that same day 6 weeks ago, Israeli Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni gave assurances there'd be no new expansion to worry about.
There is no new buildings of new settlements according to the Israeli government policy.
Sorting out the difference between what Israelis and Palestinians define as new settlements is the critical challenge. Dan Nolan, Al Jazeera.